This month, a change that was written into law over a decade ago finally started affecting real people's retirement dates. If you were born in the 1960s or 70s, this directly involves you. I'm Emily Lilly, and today I'm walking you through the full rollout of the state pension age rise, exactly as it's happening right now. Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Emily Lilly, and this channel is where I take confusing government and pension news and turn it into something clear, calm, and genuinely useful. Today's focus is the state pension age increase from 66 to 67, which began its official phased rollout in August 2026. This isn't a new announcement. It's a law that's been on the books since 2014, and now it's actually taking effect. I want to walk you through it properly, because even though this change has been known about for years, a lot of people still aren't sure exactly how it applies to them. By the end of this video, you'll know precisely who's affected, how the rollout is structured month by month, what's driving this change, and what practical steps to take if it applies to you. Let's start with the mechanics, because the word rollout makes this sound more complicated than it needs to be once you understand the structure. Under the Pensions Act 2014, the state pension age is rising from 66 to 67, phased in gradually between 2026 and 2028, rather than applied to everyone on one fixed date. The rollout is based entirely on date of birth. If you were born before the 6th of March, 1961, none of this affects you. Your pension age remains 66. If you were born on or after the 6th of March, 1961, your pension age begins increasing in small monthly steps. For example, someone born just a few weeks after that cutoff date will see their pension age move only slightly past 66. Someone born later in the phasing window will see it move further. This continues incrementally until anyone born on or after the 6th of April, 1977, reaches a full pension age of 67. Because the increase is calculated in months rather than jumping straight to a round number, two people born just weeks apart can end up with different pension ages, sometimes by a month or more. This is exactly why I always tell viewers not to estimate based on someone else's situation, even a sibling's or a close friend's. The government's official state pension age calculator on gov.uk gives you your precise date in about 2 minutes, using nothing more than your date of birth. The Pensions Act 2014 built in a long lead time deliberately, and by law, the government must give at least 10 years' notice before changing the state pension age. That long runway was designed to give people time to plan their retirement around the new dates well in advance, rather than facing a sudden change. The underlying reasoning goes back to life expectancy. When the modern state pension system was first established, people typically drew their pension for a relatively short number of years. Today, people commonly live 20, sometimes 30 years beyond pension age, drawing that income the entire time. That's genuinely positive news for public health, but it creates real, long-term pressure on how the pension system is funded. The Department for Work and Pensions has said that pension age decisions weigh factors including life expectancy, workforce data, and overall system sustainability. It's also worth knowing that a fresh statutory review of future state pension age policy is currently underway, something the government is legally required to carry out roughly every 6 years. Based on the information currently available, this review is examining whether the previously planned rise to 68, originally expected between 2044 and 2046, should be adjusted. I want to be completely clear. Nothing about that future date has been confirmed or changed. It remains under review. The rollout happening right now, from 66 to 67, is the only part that's locked into law and actively taking effect. Let's make this practical. If your birth date falls between the 6th of March, 1961, and the 5th of April, 1977, you're somewhere within this rollout, and your exact pension age sits between 66 and 67, calculated in months. Here's my honest, personal recommendation, not an official instruction. Check your exact date using the government calculator before you do anything else. Don't build your retirement plans around an assumption. Second, if you had budgeted for your state pension to begin at 66, now is the moment to revisit those numbers. especially if that income was earmarked to cover essential costs right when you plan to stop working. Even a gap of a few months matters if your finances are tightly planned around a specific start date. Third, check whether any workplace or private pension you hold is linked in any way to your state pension age. Some older pension schemes calculate their own payout timing based on that figure, so this change could affect more of your retirement income than just the state pension itself. And if you're at all unsure, contact the pension service directly or speak with a regulated financial advisor. I'll keep explaining these changes here on the channel, but decisions about your own specific finances deserve official confirmation and, where needed, personalized professional advice. Let me step out of reporter mode for a moment and speak with you honestly. In my opinion, the fact that this rollout has been known about since 2014 doesn't make it any less disruptive for the people actually living through it right now. Knowing a change is coming in theory, a decade in advance, is very different from watching your actual retirement date shift once the calendar catches up. I think that's worth acknowledging, rather than treating this as old news that no longer deserves attention. I'll also say this again because I think it bears repeating. Don't let speculation about a future rise to 68 distract from what's actually happening today. Based on the information currently available, that's still under review, not decided. Focus your planning on what's confirmed, and revisit the rest only once there's an official announcement. Quick recap. The state pension age rise from 66 to 67, confirmed under the Pensions Act 2014, is now actively rolling out between 2026 and 2028, affecting anyone born between the 6th of March 1961 and the 5th of April 1977. The exact new age depends on your specific birth date, phased in monthly increments. A separate government review is currently examining future pension age policy, including the previously planned rise to 68, but that remains under review, not confirmed. If you're anywhere near this age bracket, check your exact number today and revisit your retirement plans accordingly. That's today's update. I hope this gave you real clarity on a change that's finally taking effect after years of advance notice. As always, for decisions about your own pension, please check official government sources or speak with a qualified financial advisor. If this video helped you, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this information right now. Subscribe and turn on notifications too, since I'll continue covering this rollout as it progresses. Let me know in the comments, has your own pension age shifted under this change? I read every comment, so let's talk about it down there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Emily Lilly, and I'll see you in the next one.